Hello! All right, today I am here to take samples of the compost pile. One of the things that we are doing in 2021 is developing a legit composting program because with 39 animals, I guess 40 for the winter, 40 animals, they produce a lot of beans. You know what beans are? Beans are this. Alpaca beans are one of the best things that you can put on your soil. I'm not allowed to call it fertilizer by law, but it is something that will amend your soil. It will help whatever you're growing grow faster and better. And so we are going to be creating a program in which we're utilizing this better and producing a product that organic farmers and home gardeners would be interested in. We've done a few testing ourselves a couple years ago. I had a friend of mine who planted some zucchini seeds. Where'd he do it? Actually, right over there. And he mixed in about half compost, alpaca compost, and half of the soil that was there. He created a mound. Like he dug out a ditch around it, and then the mound was about half and half. He put a number of seeds in there, and he watered really well. Now, he is a plant person. This is the kind of thing he does all the time. I'm not. I do not have a green thumb. Okay? Even the plants in my house die. So that's not me. But it was him, and he wanted to give it a try. Well, of course, me being me, I forgot to water them. I didn't pay any attention to them. So they only got the water right when they were planted, the seeds were planted, and then whenever it rained. And this was the summer of 2019, so we had more rain than this year. This year, the rain stopped in June or July, and never came back on. It's like someone turned the knob and it just stopped. But by the end of the summer, those zucchinis were massive. They were massive. If you go back to the posts, I might have put it on Instagram as well, but the posts on our Facebook page towards the end of the summer of 2019, might have been August, even into September. I forget when, but the zucchinis were massive, massive, massive. And there's a picture there of them leaning up against the barn in comparison to a baseball cap. So I thought that was a pretty impressive experiment. So yeah, like I said, we're working on this for 2021, and I am here with a probe that I'm going to use to take samples from this compost pile, and I'm going to have it tested to see what the composition of it is. I had straight beans tested a couple of years ago, so we know the composition of that. But of the compost, I want to learn, and there's a laboratory about an hour from me that does all this type of testing. So according to their instructions, I need to take 6 samples and put them in, it's a gallon Ziploc bag. And then tomorrow morning, I will be driving up there to take it in because it's kind of time sensitive. I want to get this done before Christmas. And I don't want to run out of time. So that's what's happening today. I have never done this before on a pile. If you have, and you have advice for the next time I do this, let me know. But I'm going to take some from the top and some from the sides and try and get a nice mix of whatever is in this pile. But what we've done, the part of the pile that is that direction is older. And we kept expanding it this direction as we would clean up the barns and stuff. So we have this and whatever's out in the pastures. My brother is actually moving here next year, and this is going to be one of his projects. I've known that there's value in the beans, but I've never had time to do anything with this part of it. So here's just this pile of stuff that is already composting. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing now. Okay, that was pretty much useless. That, what was that? That device I was using, whatever that thing is called. Useless. Nothing came up except for the very tip of it, which is now junked up. So I don't know. I went and got a spade, and I'm just gonna put whatever I can in the bag. Can I tell you, I'm not a fan of winter unless I'm inside. Working with alpacas in the winter is my least favorite thing. I don't like being out here and doing chores when it's cold. I'm just complaining a little today. Yesterday I didn't film at all. I was like, I'm tired. Today's video is going to be released really late because it's the afternoon and I'm still filming. And it takes a while to get the footage off the camera and edited and then rendered and then exported and then uploaded. And so who knows what time this is coming out, even if it's coming out actually on day 14. So I am a little frustrated today, and the weather is contributing to that. It got into the single digits last night. I get very frustrated when when things are not the best. I'm frustrated with my hair constantly in my face. Oh, I have a friend of mine. There was one time not very long ago that I posted a picture of myself, like a selfie that came out really nice, and my friend commented how much she liked my hair longer. It was about shoulder length in that picture, and I said, well, hey, I'm getting it cut tomorrow because usually I wear it chin length, and I do that because then it is out of my face. It's not always having to be put in a ponytail, and I can actually have my hair looking decent. And yeah, she said, oh, how much she likes it longer. I'm like, you know what? It's not even practical for my lifestyle. I'm being honest today. Longer hair, like right now it's shoulder length. It's not practical for my lifestyle. And I would love to have it longer. I would love to do my hair in the morning and it stays nice all day. But my life is not like that. It does not accommodate things like that. So I'm having a number of frustrations today and getting these samples in so that they are tested and we have the results back in time for my brother to do the next step of the things that he wants to do with it. If this doesn't work, I'll be like, well, you're just going to have to do with whatever we got. I tested the beans and you're just going to have to deal with that. But I suspect composted beans is different than straight beans, like fresh beans, because in this pile it's also mixed with hay, and that's going to change the composition. So I really do need to get it figured out. And I do have these sticker weeds that grew around the perimeter of the pile. Not really on the pile, but the perimeter of the pile. And so I'm just going to try to dig a little bit into the inside. I'm not going to get to the core. Maybe I'll try that, whatever that tool was that I had on this pile. Because the one back there, there's still a lot of beans intact. And that's not what I'm wanting. That's not going to give me the test results that I want. So I'm going to put you down here somewhere and I'm going to do this. I'm supposed to fill this bag halfway, and that got me this much. Yeah, that's not gonna work for this. Almost useless. Okay, so I got nearly half that bag full. I don't know, because I'm not getting anything on the inside of the pile. But unless I go through the trouble of bringing that tractor out and turning the piles over, I'm not going to get it. And I'll tell you right now, I'm not doing that. I got too much to do today. Okay, that was a lot better. That was a lot better. This pile here is the oldest one, and we were actually taking some from that this year for the gardening needs at my house, and then for family that live nearby. And that is really rich inside, very moist even. So we'll see. I have no idea if I'm even doing this right, but it is what it is. We'll have to see what the results are. Oh, the temperature just drastically changed coming inside. Putting this thing back here. No lights are on inside, so we're just using daylight. Toy Dancer there in her lovely coat and not shivering. So happy about that. Yeah, so they're in here just relaxing. Well, I was thinking that I wanted to apologize because I've had a bad attitude today. I've been really tired. I'm going to be honest. This video is going to have a lot of honesty because I have been wore out lately. And Vlogmas is a major part of that. Filming, editing, uploading videos every day on top of everything else is contributing to me being wore out. And I wish it wasn't in December. Someone thought this was a great idea to do in December. vlogging every day in December probably for some people is a really good idea. Probably really is. But this is my second year doing it. And the day before I was going to release day 1, I was hesitant to even do it. And I finally settled, obviously I settled on doing it because here we are. But I really hesitated the day before. I enjoy making videos. I enjoy sharing my alpaca life. I enjoy helping others create their own alpaca life. But there's a steep cost. Last week when my family was putting up Christmas decorations, you know what I was doing? Editing video. That's an example. You know, I'm like, okay, well, what holiday fun things am I going to get done this year? It's a short list. It's a really short list. And a number of them are going to wait until Christmas Eve when all the videos are up and I'm done. I don't really like that. So I've been trying to think through what are some solutions here. So I think next year I'm going to switch things up a bit. Because there's also Vlogtober. There's also Vlogust. So that's October and August. And I've never done those months. But today I thought, oh, maybe, let me run this by you. Maybe I could do 12 days of Vlogust and 12 days of Vlogmas. In December, it would be like every other day. So it would still lead up to Christmas, but it wouldn't be a daily thing for me. And I think that would help a lot. And then doing it in August means you get to see this type of thing in the summer. You know, December is not a fun month when you're raising livestock. It's just not. Everything you see here, there's like no leaves and the ground is brown and like the grass is brown and everything is brown, some shade of brown, except for some pine trees that I have around here. And that's it. As opposed to August, which may not be super green depending on how much rain we get during the year, but it would be the opposite of this. It would be, you know, one of the warmest months instead of one of the coldest months. And so maybe that would give a nice mix, and also less pressure on me by just doing 12 days instead of what I've done 24 last year. I did up through Christmas Eve. So 12 and 12, I thought maybe that might work. Yeah, so there's an idea, but I'm going to give you the 24 videos this year, this December, that I said I was going to. And I'm going to try and do more than one video each day this week in real life, creating them, filming, creating them, so that next week, the week of Christmas, I actually get to enjoy Christmas. My brother and his family is coming, and, you know, I want to enjoy their company. It also means that my house has to be ready, and like all these things need to be ready. One of the things I did yesterday when I didn't film or edit was clean my house. That's one of the things that have been suffering. You know, dishes and bathroom and like things in the house that really need to be cleaned, that don't, because of how I'm needing to spend my time. I'm also looking into January, you know, starting off 2021. There's projects I want to do. There's things I want to develop, and there's things that ideally I would like done before January even starts, but I don't know how to get all that done. At the beginning of this month, I had thought I had planned that between Christmas and New Year's I would take off and just rest, because I feel it in me, I need to just rest. I don't get to take legit vacations because I'm taking care of animals and I'm not going to go anywhere. It was going to be like a staycation, but I still wasn't going to go anywhere. It's just basically like eliminate work, except for the daily stuff for the alpacas. I was going to try and just kind of rest from everything, and I don't know what that looks like now, because I still need to be ready for January. And I'm trying to figure out, well, when do I take my time of rest? I don't know, but I'm feeling like I really need it. So I need to figure that out. But you know, this is the reality of life. We all got to figure stuff like this out. And I was thinking yesterday, this year's videos are quite different than last year's. Last year's I tried to do a lot more teaching, education videos. But I don't want to do the same topics over again. And my focus this year is quite different. I'm doing this business full time now. So that is, like, in my mind, those are the things that I'm thinking about. And initially those are things I thought, well, I'll just share that stuff with you. But I'm trying to not choose really boring stuff. Like, me sitting on the computer and doing things may not be fun for you to watch. And this video, I'm sure many people have stopped watching at this point because I'm just gabbing. But I think of you, my true fans, who are still watching. You know, sometimes I intentionally say important things or share more insider things towards the end of a video like this, because I know the people who are actually invested in my alpacas and what I'm doing would still be watching. And I'm going to put this up. I am going to put this up. This is kind of a longer video. I see I have been talking for over 8 minutes. Not everyone is into that. And that's okay. I don't need everyone into it. But as I've said in previous videos, I appreciate those who are invested and who are interested. And 2021, who knows? I mean, I had expectations about 2020. Remember my 2020 goals video? One of the days this week, I am going to go back and talk about what those goals were and what has happened this year, what has been accomplished and what hasn't. Coronavirus has affected a lot of things. But it's not just coronavirus. It's not. So, 2021, yeah, I have expectations. I have things I want to accomplish. Developments I'd like to see out here. But I don't know. Nothing is guaranteed. I'm not even guaranteed to wake up tomorrow. So, I can make all the plans I want, but they're just plans. Okay. Now I'm just kind of rambling a little bit. And what I'm going to do is say goodbye. I'm going to go over to the store and pick up some items that need to be mailed out for orders. Go home and do my list of stuff to get done, which includes editing this video and getting that out for you today. So I thank you so much for joining me for Vlogmas 2020, and I will see you tomorrow.